Welcome everybody, Lee Roth with the Dent Training Institute, and this is our inaugural student interview in the new studio, aka my office, that we're going to be doing these in here from now on. So hopefully it's a little quieter, even though you might be picking up a little bit of tapping out there because we do have students out on campus. But this gives us an opportunity to have a little bit more seclusion, talk, quiet, and can really get down into the nitty gritty of some conversations with some of our students that are leaving that we really enjoy doing. Also, quick side note, please be on the lookout. I'm getting ready to start doing a podcast that I'm real excited about doing, and it's going to have all sorts of different topics that we're going to cover the gamut in PDR. Kind of got a special idea for the very first one, but I want this as a shout out to all of our former students, and hopefully you guys are watching these. If you are a former student of Dean King, please reach out to me. I'm going to give you my email address, and you can call the 800 number directly to get a hold of me. I would love to bring any of you guys that are former students back on air with me on a podcast to be able to talk about how you're doing, how the industry is treating you, and just different things about what's going on in your career. And frankly, I don't care if you're 10, 15 years ago that you were a student or if it was last week. I'm interested in hearing from you. So many of you guys I do talk to on a regular basis, but please reach out to me. I want to get you on a podcast with me. That's part of why I'm doing this, is because I really, really want to follow up with you guys and see how everything went for you. So, of course, you know how to get a hold of the Dean King on our Facebook page, the Instagram page, the 1-800-304-3464 800 number. You can reach me there or leave a message for me, or just send me an email. It's lee@deanking.com. You can shoot an email straight to me. Let me know who you are, what's going on, and we'll get you set up to get on the podcast with me. So, everybody, welcome Justin Teters. Justin has been with us now on a 12-week course, so he's like family, which everybody that comes through this place is like family to us, and y'all all know that. But he's literally been here with us for 12 weeks, so he is like family. How you doing, bud?
Doing pretty good.
Really?
Good. Yeah.
Good. What? How are you feeling? You know, you and I have talked a little bit already, but we're just going to ask some different questions and how you feel about the training and what going forward, what your plans are, and what you want out of what you've done. First of all, give us a little bit of background. What part of town? Where are you from?
I'm from Lakewood, California, which is about a 20-minute drive from here.
So pretty much a local boy. That's cool. I like to keep tabs with my local guys. Because it's really cool when we get guys that we have people that contact us all the time that need some services done, and let's face it, I don't have time to go out and do sales calls anymore, so I always need people to do that kind of stuff. So what made you decide to come into PDR?
Well, actually, I still work full-time at CarMax as a detailer, so detailing cars kind of gave me the interest in PDR, seeing how they do the PDR around at CarMax and stuff like that, and restoring cars in general. Kind of, I truly enjoy it, like the paint correction and restoring the car. So being able to remove dents and stuff like that kind of sparked my interest.
Good, just being able to add to what you've already been doing.
Yeah.
So since you're at CarMax, well, maybe I shouldn't ask this question because it is being recorded and it's going to be on YouTube. Do you have any thought process in the future of opening your own business? Is that what you want to do sometime in the future, in the long run?
Like my own PDR business? Oh, yeah, for sure.
Good. Very good. So what all, refresh my memory, what all recons did you do? Did you just do PDR, or you did other recons as well?
I just did the 12-week PDR course.
Straight PDR. Okay, because you're already a detailer, so we didn't have to do any of the paint correction or detailing or anything with you. So how do you feel about your training? Are you confident in your abilities and what you've learned?
No, I feel great. I feel pretty excited to get out there and see how things go. I feel like I was properly trained, and I know how to read the dent now and properly push it out. I feel like I'm mostly just nervous about the next step, about the like you said, the whole business side and all that.
Building your business. Yeah, and Justin and I were talking about this before we went on camera, that, that's one of the biggest things that guys don't take into consideration when they train to do really any trade. It doesn't have to be PDR or automotive reconditioning related. You're selling yourself. You're selling your abilities. And becoming good at what we do is one thing. That's most of the battle, of course, because you have to practice and you have to get good and you have to dedicate yourself to that. But where so many guys fail in this industry or in any industry is that applying themselves to building their business. They don't really understand what it takes to build your business, become successful, to put yourself out there, get in people's face and sell yourself.
Yeah.
And they think that, I know what I'm doing now, so the business is just going to come to me. Well, no, it's not. You have to go out there and hustle and build your business and put your face out there and put your abilities out there to draw those people in. It doesn't just show up on your doorstep. And that's where so many guys fail. And based on our conversation, I know you'll be successful at that. And of course, as we talk about, we're always here if there's anything we can ever do to help you with that. And you and I talked a little bit about social media and how important that is. But you just have to get out there and put yourself in people's face, talk to people. And Alex had mentioned one of the things he said to you earlier, which is absolutely true. Alex is our videographer. He's actually behind the camera right this second. Thank you, Alex. And I just lost my train of thought of what you said. Yep, flub.
About saying two
yeah, make a goal. Make a goal of every single day you are going to talk to whatever that number is, 2 people, 5 people, 10 people, every single day. And don't stop until you talk to them. I mean, don't make a ridiculous goal that you're just going to upset yourself when you don't do it. Don't say I'm going to talk to 50 people a day. That's not going to happen. That would be incredible, but that's a completely unrealistic goal. If you just set a goal of 5 people, I mean, how many times do you walk into a convenience store to get a Coke? How many times do you go to the grocery store, or you walk into any store, or whatever the situation is? You at work, how many times do you run into somebody at CarMax that you don't know? Just any opportunity that you have to introduce yourself, hand them a business card, different things like that. Do the things that I do, which is, okay, I'm bougie. A QR code on my phone. You don't even have to I don't even carry business cards. Here, scan my phone. And that is a prospective client right there. Mm-hmm. So you just have to make those goals where you're that are attainable, and talk to 5 people a day. You might, out of 20 people that you talk to, you may only get 1 customer out of that 20. That's another customer you didn't have. And if you do that every single week, day in, every week, every month, every year, you build and you build and you build and you build. So, you said that you're confident in your abilities, and I'm very glad, because I can look at what you're doing, and Sal can look at what you're doing, and we know that you're accomplishing it. We can see it. It's when y'all see what your abilities are, and that's different. Plus, you've had an opportunity to go out with our dear friend James Miller with Dent Remedy, who, shout out to you, James. Thank you so much for what you do with us. You spent a couple of days with him out on his route, watching how he does things and stuff, and James told me, because we talked, and he said he's very confident that exact same thing that we've talked about. You just need to push yourself out there, talk to people, but he's very confident that you'll be just fine. You'll do good. And James has been doing this 20 plus years. He knows what he's talking about, and has a successful business in this area where you're at. So your plans going forward, you're still going to be at CarMax for a while. We're going to keep pushing and keep getting better and better and better. Good.
Yes, sir.
So I got an important question for you, and I ask every one of my graduating students this when I do an interview. If you had one piece of advice for someone that is thinking about coming in for training, whether it's training with us or not, that's irrelevant, or a brand new student that's on day 1 or 2, or just a piece of advice for anybody wanting to do this, what would it be? Something that you wish you had thought of before you did this. What's the one piece of advice? I know I'm putting you on the spot.
I think something good. Piece of advice. I would say just don't be afraid to reach out to Lee or anyone here, because they're super friendly and they'll help you with any questions. Like, you can even watch like the videos on YouTube, and they will guide you in the right direction alone. Like, the videos are very descriptive and very, very educational. It's like you can learn PDR just from watching the videos, truthfully, if you want it. But to talk to them and come to the school is definitely a crazy experience, and I'm glad I did it.
Good. Yeah, there's a difference. I mean, a lot of the videos that are out there, you can learn basics. You really can. But the difference of you being hands-on with instruction and backup, it's also that safety net. It's definitely not. The thing about training, and I feel this, and I could be wrong, because I'm the guy sitting on this side of the fence. But what I feel helps you guys a lot is not just me standing over your shoulder going, push there. That's helpful at times. But just that sheer safety net of knowing I'm there, and if you have a question, I can answer it right there. I can point it out to you. I can show you. Or if you genuinely get in a jam, I can help you figure out what you need to do to get past it. And I know you've heard me say this I've said it to you, I'm sure, and I've said it to everybody that comes through here. One of my goals for y'all, besides the obvious of that foundation of you learning to push dents and tapping down and all those factors, one of my goals for y'all is the ability to see that, and I won't use the word because I'm on camera, that OS moment before it happens. And you be able to take that step back and go, wait a minute, that didn't do what I expected it to do. That didn't do what I needed it to do. What do I need to do different? And whatever that alteration is, move your light, change your position, change tools, tap something down, whatever needs to be altered. Your ability to be able to recognize that and make the alteration, instead of just getting in there and ramming on the dent and trying to push through it, going, I'll get it, I'll push it out eventually. We both know that doesn't work. But that ability for you to recognize that is huge. That's what takes you to the next level. That's what lets you learn from every single dent that you push from here the rest of your career. It happened to me the other day. People think that you get to a certain level in anything that you do and you stop learning. That is so not true, and anybody that does think that way needs to stop doing whatever they're doing. I learn something every time I push on a new panel, on a new model car, on a different dent. I was working on a Subaru Outback last week. We had that white one come in last week, and I've been one of those people for years that said, I hate Subaru metal. It's super soft, it pecks easy, I hate the paint, da-da-da-da-da-da-da. I stuck a tool in the quarter panel of that thing because I had 4 nasty dents right there next to each other, and that metal was beautiful. I got in there all ginger-like and, real with a sharp tip tool like I use, and I just barely touched. I'm like, wait a minute, this is different. And then all of a sudden I started feeling it like I've taught y'all to do, and just kind of feel your pressure. And I'm like, wow, wait a minute. I've got some resistance here. This metal's pretty cool. And it just was beautiful. It worked great. And so it's like, okay, Subaru changed the metal on the new Outback. Great. But the point of that is you learn all the time. Every time you push it down. If you get closed-minded, stop. You're lost at that point, because you never learn. Well, I appreciate it. I hope you've had a fabulous 12 weeks, and you're part of the family. You can walk in that door anytime you want to. Don't hesitate to reach out to any of us, myself, Cher, Michelle, Sal, Cole, Alex, Todd, any of us. We're all here for you. You need anything, don't hesitate. Good luck in the future, my friend, and you better stay in touch.
Appreciate it, Lee. Thank you.
Guys, I hope you enjoyed these interviews. We're going to keep coming back at you with these, and please be on the lookout for the podcast. We're getting ready to get these set up. Hopefully in the next week to 10 days, I'll do my first one live, and I hope you enjoy these, and y'all take care.